The difference in becoming a great, successful, and profitable trader today, all right, is really boils down to just one key term, all right, and that word is patience. It surrounds us every day in our life. We have to be patient, humble, wait for the sign, wait for the answers, to be able to move forward in life, to act upon something. Please do yourself a favor and do not be an irrational type person to where you are just in your life, personally, whatever it may be. Be logical and think things through before you take action on something. And even in trading, what I'm talking about, when it boils down to the future markets, we have to wait for the right setups. And those setups are high probability zones, all right, at supply or demand. Or you could trade support and resistance or liquidity grabs, liquidity sweeps, whatever it is that you actually trade the strategy. Be patient in everything you do. Allow the market to give you the telltale signs and let you know what is it trying to do. Now, how do we go about conquering patience? All right. Well, we sit on our hands. We wait to identify what the market is doing in reference to structure. Is it breaking higher or is it breaking lower? Is it taking out structure to the upside, or is it reversing and taking out structure back to the downside? That's what I do on a daily basis. I have to be patient from the moment I get up and sit in front of these charts to figure out, okay, what is the market doing? I'm taking a look at the last few days. I see we've been making, pushing to the upside, but I also know that any given point, the market could reverse. And I have to be mindful of those signs. Is the market making a double top at the tops, double lows at the bottoms? Is it breaking through an area of structure where it's now made it low and then pull back and make a new lower high to possibly want to push lower and start breaking more structure? All right. Or that in reverse up to the upside where it's making it a new, where it's made a low and then it pushed up and made a high and then a higher low to get ready to break structure to the upside. So you have to look for the signs within the market, and that's basically being able to read market structure. That is in itself what determines if we're going to be successful or not, and can reach a means of consistency in our own personal trading careers. All right, so jot that down, put that in your notes. But again, for all those that have sent me comments or DMs and thanking me for not say teaching, but stressing the idea of that or surrounding that key term, patience, I definitely appreciate it. I didn't really come to this platform to talk about, all the things that it takes to be a great trader. I just really wanted to share my way of trading and how I do, not forcing anyone's hand. So I guess through, the video content and just letting people know what it took for me to get to where I'm at, you really have to understand that there are a lot of moving parts to this, but patience and being patient is number one. All right, seriously, I'm telling you this because I don't take any ordinary type trades. I'm looking for high probability and great setups. And again, what that entails is structure the market when we see the market making higher highs and higher lows, as it was like right here. You see this? But I'm not interested in this point here, for example, taking any shots going short until the market can kind of show its hand, like right here where it broke through some area structure here and then it pushed lower. And then we got this aggressive area of selling right here, leaving behind this the supply zone right here. I'll be interested in trading that area when the market gets back there. But then, again, you got to understand the market's going to do what it wants to do. Yes, this was a nice short, but it eventually went back up to the upside and it broke above the area structure here. So now we're breaking structure back higher, making continued higher highs and higher lows. And then we get a push back to the downside right here, taking out some areas of structure like right here. And then we got, this break to the downside. So when we started moving lower, we started taking out, some of these minor areas of structure to the downside before we're breaking this major low right here. And then the market makes a new low here. All right. But then it goes back up to the upside. As you can see, what it did here, this is basically an area of liquidity that it swept through. So this is a liquidity grab. The market reacts on it, pushes lower. But we also, as you can see, So taking out this area of structure above here, small area structure above, and then when it pushes up there, takes it out. That is a structure break. So this is a demand zone resting back here at the bottom. So it pulls back, reacts at it. This is yesterday's trading session, and then it comes back up. There's an area of liquidity resting at the top again right here that it sweeps, and then it pushes lower. So you got to be able to see things like that. When the market is sweeping in areas of liquidity as it just wicks out the tops, to know that, okay, if it's wicking the tops out, you can look for opportunity to go short. And that's when we go down to, like, for example, I talk about in many videos looking for a setup on lower time frame or lower base chart, not time frame, but lower base chart. Maybe it's time frame for you because maybe you trade time based charts. But either way, the signs of what's going on in the market. So the market does push up here, building structure above here, and then pushes lower. So this is an area of resistance right here that is built, but it is also grabbing liquidity, and then it flushes lower, breaks structure lower. And so then we have this new low. So it's breaking structure to the downside, as you can see right here. And now we're moving, sideways, man. This new low, push back higher. We haven't really broken any, key area of structure back to the upside right there, meaning taking out right here. This would be a major structure break above 21,252. We haven't broke to that area yet, but we are making these higher highs, higher lows, and then come back and make a double bottom right here. So be careful, because now we're making a double bottom because the market can push back up. Just trying to go through and let you know, what my mind is looking at, what my eyes are looking at on the charts, because this helps me determine what type of setups that I want to take, and it's all surrounding structure within the market. That's how I'm able to sit back and be patient and wait. All right, I'm not just taking any old trades. I am really spending time focusing in on, just like how you read a book and you absorb the information and what you're reading, the content. I am absorbing the content. I'm absorbing what's going on with the market as it makes its moves. Right now, it's definitely moving sideways. You can see that we haven't taken anything out to the upside right here. And right now we haven't taken out any major structure, but right now we are bearish to the downside. But this right here, it did pull back. This was a supply zone right here. We broke below an area of structure right here below, sitting here at 21,100, which is also a round number. And it comes down, make this double bottom, pulls back, and then you can look for an opportunity off of this area here. This was a zone. I'll just show you right quick for those that don't know what I'm talking about when I say zones. This was a supply zone resting right here. Okay, pulls back, taps into it. That's when we move down to the lower base chart to look for an opportunity or an entry, in which I talk about so much in tons of videos. So this area where it pulls back right here, this is on the inside of that zone there. There's a high probability supply zone as well. I talk about the confluence of using multi-charts, using two charts, marking up a higher base chart. So what I'll do if I was to, I'll just show you this right quick for those that are newcomers to the channel. Give me 1 second. This chart is kind of, I'm not sure why it froze up on me, but anyways, this is a supply zone that I got marked off here. And now the moment it starts to, I don't know what's going on with my computer right now, but anyways, that is a supply zone. I've been meaning to shut this thing down and having to restart it. But anyways, let's do this right quick. Maybe it will. Oh, see, there it goes. All right. Okay, so let me show you right now. Okay, let me click on this. I'll put it on all charts just to show those that are newcomers to the channel. So this is my higher base zone that I mark up, and then I move down. That larger box is that 120 range chart that I showed you. There's a zone within that chart there off the 24 range. So it's a zone within a zone, higher base zone, lower base zone. Taps to the higher base zone, and I'm looking for opportunity to go short. Why? Because we have a structure break off of the higher base chart to the downside, okay, right here, and we are bearish to the downside as well. There's a channel, if anyone can't see it, here it is, to the downside. You can see it channeling to the downside, okay, breaking through this area structure here. This would be a major structural break. If we break below this area, we actually got a double bottom there. So be careful is what I'm trying to say right now, because the market may be trying to reverse now. This could be a double bottom, okay, technically making a higher low, okay, and to where it wants to push higher now. We'll see. But anyways, this was a pullback. Get to the trade on the pullback, lower time frame, 24 range, supply zone, and boom, back down to the downside it goes. So what I would recommend definitely doing is using your higher base charts to mark up your zones and waiting for the higher base, for the market to really tap into the higher base charts, because when it does hit one of those significant zones, especially when you're paying close attention to structure of the market and it taps back into it, more, it's going to be a nice setup for a golden opportunity to take a solid trade. So even if you got into this trade like right here, this trade, let's say you got into this trade somewhere around 133 or maybe 130, it goes all the way down here to 21,086. So, that's a lot of points to be able to pick up right there. So just look for opportunities like that. I talk about in videos about picking up 20, 25 points off of a move, and this kicked off a whole lot more than that. Why? Because of a nice pullback to a key area of structure that was broken back to the downside as we move lower and left behind this key area of supply. Reading structure and allows you to wait and become patient and allow the market to basically unfold itself and come back to areas that you are interested in. The more you start moving down to lower base charts, the more noisier it gets to try to trade directly from. Because people always ask me, can I move down to a lower base chart? I don't know, 60, 55, whatever range chart, or trade straight from the 24 range. You can, but the thing about it is that you definitely want to be making sure that you're trading within the same direction as the higher base chart regardless. So you're going to need to look over and see what that chart looks like and take your trades on the lower base chart according to structure of the market on the lower base charts. Okay, if you choose to do that, just be mindful that there could be a lot of chop within the market or a lot of noise that's created on the lower base charts. You see a lot more price action activity that may not be as clean and clear. Okay, but again, the way to really become patient when day trading or trading futures is to follow structure. Set yourself up to look at the higher base charts first and then move down to the lower base charts. That's going to, by doing that and following what's going on in the higher base charts and marking your charts up off the higher base, then you can sit back and wait. You don't have to feel like you're, being very antsy to get in and out of a trade and, be rushing into things. Let the market paint the picture for you and be just be patient for it to come back to those areas or those opportunities. All right. So I just want to share that with you guys today. I know people are still struggling with that whole key term. Regardless, at the end of the day, you have to be able to control yourself. You have to really have a plan of action into place for yourself. You have to really have a strategy and a trading plan put in place for yourself as well. All these things come together. You have to be able to know your risk factors, meaning being able to control and have practice proper risk management just as well. So just want to share that. I appreciate everyone tuning in as you guys do on a daily basis. For anyone that's interested in becoming an elite member, people always ask, that's where you get the trade breakdowns, you get the video playlist, and I also covered a great video covering market structure as well. So anyone who's interested in becoming an elite member, you get, there's a lot of value added into, that option. Okay. The link to become an elite member is down in the description portion of the video. So if you scroll down, the first link you'll see is the Discord. The second one, that is titled Become an Elite Member. If you click on that, you'll see two tiers pop up. The second tier for $6.99 a month, that's where you can become an elite member and gain access to, a boatload of trade breakdown videos where I'm walking you through setup after setup after setup. On these are trades that I've actually taken and posted over on Discord. Just walking you through them so that you can grasp the strategy, so you can understand where to place your stop loss, so you can understand where to place your profit target, so that you understand my whole idea behind the trades that I actually took in relation to market structure as well. So again, you get the video playlist and that video that I cover on market structure for anyone that may be struggling with that concept. So look, again, it's down in the description portion of the video. I know that a lot of people probably spend more than a price a cup of coffee, a day, $6.99 to $10 a day on a coffee purchase, or maybe a breakfast sandwich or a lunch sandwich. Here's something that can actually help possibly change your life for such a very, very, very nominal fee. So, I'm just throwing it out there. It is there. Suggesting, if you're looking to receive something that with a lot of value, a lot of content there. For such a very inexpensive fee. So anyways, the link is there down in the description. Outside of that, that's all I have to talk about today. Just keep in the back of your mind that Patience is everything, and not only trading, but everything that we do in a life, because we need to make logical decisions that can carry us through, carry us day by day, making sure that we're making the right choices. And that's something that we have to incorporate no matter what it is in life that we're actually doing, all right, or what profession it may be. But outside of that, that's all I have. If you're not a current subscriber, please take the time to go ahead and sub by clicking on that sub button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on. Do that right now. Click the subscribe button right now. And last but not least, if you have not already, please do me the biggest favor, and that is, you see that thumbs up button, that like button. Please click on the like button for me. That way, the information in which I share with here on this platform, here on the channel on YouTube, gets out to other individuals. Okay, I want to push this out. I want to get it out so people can understand. And I'm here because I want to be able to see people become successful in the same business in which I have strived to conquer each and every day. So I know the markets can be different, and we have to just be able to, and I say different, I mean different on a daily basis as far as movement, and we have to evolve as traders. Okay, we have to change just as well and adapt. But that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.